Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. I hope you all are doing well. Guys, today we are going to be talking about the Return of the Living Dead. And specifically, we're going to be really more or less discussing the new Arrow video release of the Return of the Living Dead. But since this film has been reviewed so many times, not just from Arrow Video, but from the Scream Factory release, which is a great release, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, is actually comparing the two and seeing what the differences are between the Scream Factory release and the Arrow Video release of The Return of the Living Dead. Now, guys, this is a fantastic zombie film. It's one of the direct sequels to Night of the Living Dead. There's a bunch of videos that discuss kind of why that is. It was like a partnership split where the name of the film got to go to one guy and then the rest of it got to go to George A. Romero. So like I said, a lot of videos out there discussing that in depth, so you can go check those out. But first off, this video would not be possible without the Movie Room. So huge thank you to Michael and Deb over at the Movie Room for sending this bad boy out for review. I can't thank you guys enough. They've been huge supporters of the channel. Definitely go check out their store. Go support them. And if you decide to head over there, make sure to use my discount code MovieDen10. That'll save you a one-time 10% off your order. And of course, links will be down below for this release. And I actually think this is there too. I'm not sure. If this is there, links will be down below for this as well. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be a full-on review of the film itself. This is going to be more or less a comparison, but to catch you guys up, if you guys haven't seen the film, or just as a refresher, this film basically follows two warehouse workers. They work at Unita Medical Supply. One of them is in training. The other one obviously is training them. While they are training, he kind of lets him know about this secret government gas that accidentally gets shipped out to them called 2,4,5-trioxin. Well, of course, in the film, they accidentally release this gas, and it takes over Louisville, Kentucky. The dead start to come back, and the two warehouse workers slowly die and become zombies themselves. And then it's up to them two, the warehouse owner, a mortician, and a group of punk rock teenagers to try and stop and basically survive this new zombie apocalypse. Now, this film has a great blend of horror, dark comedy, a kind of punk rock attitude with a great soundtrack. It's a lot of fun. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this review. Now, when comparing these two, if we're talking about discs and what's on the discs, for the most part, it's virtually the same. Pretty much everything that was available on the Scream Factory release, all the audio commentaries, featurettes, the location shots, even down to the More Brains documentary, you are getting on this release. And I mean, just about everything. And just a side note, if you haven't checked out that More Brains documentary, you really should. It's an incredible, full, in-depth, it dives into everything about this film. It's an incredible documentary, and I think that is honestly worth the admission alone. Now, where the two start to differ a little bit, one is on the Scream Factory version. Within the subtitles, and this is on the 4K and the Blu-ray, there's something called zombie subtitles, and another one that's in their own words, zombies speak. And essentially what that is anytime these zombies, so in the zombie talks, anytime the zombies are on and they make like grunting sounds or anything like that, subtitles will pop up and they're like in a kind of distorted, gross green font color. And so they're garg and all these different sounds. And then when you choose in their own words, zombie speak, anytime a zombie is on, like when the torso zombie is on and she's actually talking about why they need the brains, that whole scene, only when they speak, subtitles will pop up in that kind of cool font. That's the only thing really that this has special features wise that this doesn't. It's kind of a gimmicky thing, but it's fun, you know, it's something fun to have on. I never really have ever watched it with it on. I checked it out. I was like, this is kind of fun, but it's not something that I don't think it's anything you desperately need. Now, I think the obvious differences between the two is obviously the packaging. I mean, this is the Steelbook, the newest Steelbook that came out. This is the only version I have. I don't have the slipcover version. So, but this is still really cool. The other Steelbook that came out was the Tarman one that came out sometime last year. But I definitely prefer this one. Now, the presentation on this with Arrow Video, I mean, come on. I think Arrow Video wins the presentation here, hands down, especially with that commissioned artwork. I think is a lot better than this. This is cool, but I mean, come on. This just invokes that punk rock feeling that this film has perfectly. The other thing that I noticed that Arrow has over this is, I feel like to my eyes, it seems that Arrow did their own color encoding, color correction, whatever you want to call it. The picture on my TV for Arrow Video's release, it seemed that the color was, well, it wasn't as bright for starters, and it had a more natural look to it. And with most Arrow Video releases, a lot of their color timing or color, I don't know the technical jargon, but with the coloring, a lot of it does have that natural look to it. With this, it is a little brighter. It's more vibrant, I guess is the best way to put it. So it's kind of whatever your flavor is. I prefer the Arrow one. I think I prefer the more natural look, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean the Scream Factory one doesn't look good. Now, the one scene in the movie that I did notice that this definitely had a darker tone to it was the scene when Tina runs into the Tarman. That one I definitely noticed when she hides herself in that closet or something, rather, when Tarman's after her. It's quite a bit darker on the Arrow Video release, where I noticed with the Scream Factory one, it was a little more brighter. You could see a little more. That scene in particular, I did notice that. But with that being said, and since we're on the topic of Tarman, I did feel like, and maybe it could be me looking through rose-colored glasses, I don't know, but from me seeing it, Tarman looked slightly better on the Arrow Video release. It could be way different for you guys. You guys probably think, hey, it looks the exact same, and it may very well look like that to you guys. Just for me, I noticed, I thought Arrow's coloring was just, had a slight edge to it. But guys, now that we've gone over the comparison, what is the same, what's different, I'm going to take you over to my overhead cam shot. We're going to show you everything that comes in this release from Arrow Video. And then I'm going to bring you back over here, and we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. All right, guys, and here we go. We have got the Return of the Living Dead from Arrow Video. And right off the bat, man, this artwork, let me tell you, that is just... I love it. It invokes the vibe of this movie so well. Zombie eating brains, Return of the Living Dead. I love that. Everything about this, I absolutely love. There's the spine right there, the Return of the Living Dead. And then on the back, guys, there's everything you're getting. And now, like I said, like the Scream Factory version, everything that's in the Scream Factory version, you are getting with this. Of course, the one caveat is going to be, as you can see right here, Region B. Now, of course, 4K by nature is going to be region free. However, the More Brains documentary is on the Blu-ray, and that, of course, is going to be region B locked. So take that into consideration, guys. But I mean, man, you're getting so many incredible bonus features in this. So there's everything you're getting. You guys can pause the video if you guys like. Take a look at all that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. A lot to dig into. But let's go ahead and take this outer slip off. And as you can see, same exact artwork under there. No difference at all. You just don't have that rating badge right there. But anyways, there you go. That incredible artwork once again. There's the spine, the Return of the Living Dead. And then look at that. There's the back. You've got all your zombies right there coming out of the graveyard. Awesome, awesome. And then there's all your contents. Let's go ahead and take everything out here. Now, I did already reverse the artwork. Of course, that is the original artwork. That is considered their reversible artwork in this. Let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see, there is their little insert promoting the sadness. There is the 4K right there. And then the Blu-ray right there with obviously More Brains. And then the artwork that you'll get when you first open it is going to be that artwork. But I went ahead and reversed it because I love this original artwork right here. So I went ahead and went that route. Right, so there's everything you're getting in the case itself. And then here is the poster right here. Let's go ahead and open this up. And this is going to be a double-sided poster. You've got your original artwork. They're back from the grave and ready to party. The Return of the Living Dead. And then here is the newly commissioned artwork side of the poster. And just incredible. I think Arrow did such a phenomenal job with this artwork. Man, I'm telling you. All right, guys, so there is your poster there. And then you're also getting a booklet as well. Right here, The Return of the Living Dead. It's a small little booklet. You've got Tarman right there gnawing on some brains. And then let's go ahead and fan through this here real quick. So let's go ahead and take a look at the table of contents here, guys. We've got cast and crew. This is A Way of Life by Gary Smart. Preview of Don Calfa's Return of the Living Dead. You've got original production notes and about the presentation and production credits. Let's go ahead and take a look about the presentation. So the Return of the Living Dead is presented in its original aspect ratio 1.85 to 1 with original mono and remix 5.1 audio mix. Film is presented in 4K in HDR and Dolby Vision. And it's the same master as the Scream Factory, which was supplied by Park Circus. So there it is, guys. There is your booklet that you were getting with this release of The Return of the Living Dead. And guys, there is everything you were getting in this release, this stacked release from Arrow Video of The Return of the Living Dead. All right, guys, so that is everything you were getting in this release from Arrow Video of The Return of the Living Dead. Now, guys, which do I prefer? Look, if you already have this version, you're golden, I think. There's nothing in this one that this doesn't have. In fact, this has those extra kind of zombie subtitles. Another benefit I could see with this is most of the special features is already on the 4K, so you don't have to swap discs to watch a lot of those special features. With this one, you're going to be swapping discs. But other than that, look, if you just want that extra sauce of packaging, if you like booklets, you like reading that stuff, if you like the posters, which I love the posters, and a nice rigid case and a great package all around with that bump in the image quality, in my opinion, this is the way to go. With all that being said, I would say this is the definitive edition because in my opinion, those zombie subtitles, I could take them or leave them. I'll never use them. So, but anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below, which of these two do you have? Which do you prefer? Let me know. And guys, what do you guys think of this film? I think it's a really fun zombie film that I love to watch every July 3rd. But anyways, guys, once again, huge thank you to The Movie Room for sending this out for review. I really appreciate it. Go check them out. Use my code MovieDen10 to save yourself 10% off your order. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoy it. And of course, you all take care.